not Zaza. What am I saying? Art of Turtle
WaWa.
versus WaWa.
WaWa. I like him.
ZBZ.
I don't know him, but I like him already.
Is it a name, WaWa?
Yeah, WaWa.
Okay, let's get into it.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we are... greatness has come. We have Woody with us.
Welcome.
Oh, are you? I was just going into Discord.
And thank you for playing your show match against Tech. I'll read the
No
messages.
spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers.
Okay, so we have Art of Turtle playing Zerg on.
Silphid.
Thank you. Work is so sharp. Catches me every time. And here's
Yeah,
WaWa.
WaWa.
And
Where's
already
WaWa
we're seeing ArtOfTurtle getting favored by the Overlord direction, because his Overlord is going to scout WaWa. WaWa's not going to scout him, which in ZBZ makes a big difference.
I don't know what the rule is scouting on Yosophit. If it's just sort of random scouting
You
or...
scout towards the you scout anti-clockwise because you want to scout towards the natural of the closest or the closest natural. So this is just positional favor for ArtOfTurtle.
From a game theory perspective, obviously, if you had map hack, well, you wouldn't have to scout. But if you knew where your opponent was, you would obviously send the group in that direction. But since you don't know that, you might as well send it in the direction that if he's there gives you more information. And so if you reach his expansion first and you see a hatcher there, it's better. So from a game theory standpoint, you have nothing to lose by not sending it there. Unless your build order really needs to know where he is fast and doesn't afford a drone scout, because then you can try to catch the enemy overlord to see where he is. If you're going for like a 9-hatch lean all in or something and you can't drone scout, that's the only time you wouldn't do that.
You guys don't even play Zerg.
Interesting.
I'm amazed by your Zerg knowledge.
Yeah, Voddy's bringing the knowledge to this stream.
So we have a 12 hatch.
Yeah, and what was WaWa's opening? That's the overpool?
Yeah. No, Naipo.
Versus a hatch first.
No.
That's an overpool.
No, overpool, yeah.
Yeah, that's an overpool. So
I would
would say
9
that,
hatch. Oh.
I would say this favors AOT.
Haha. This is interesting.
9-hatch with fast gas could be a Zergling all-in. If you want to go for Zergling all-in, then the 9-hatch is the best way to do it. But what a lot of people don't know is that it doesn't have to be an all-in. In fact, if you never intend to go like early Spire anyway, if you intend to go Spore and Mass Drone, you can just keep making wins, because you know you never have to catch up on the tech anyway. It can give you a lot of power in the early game. So you might go for something like that with the 9-hatch. It gives you the most Zerglings out of any build order.
And we're seeing Ling speed it from WaWa's very quick as well, as is the Lair.
Yeah, so is it... yeah, it's speed... Was it Lair first or speed first from WaWa?
Speed first.
Speed first, right. So that might be a little bit difficult for him, because he's challenging 9-hatch speed with Ling. You know, maybe you would want to just give up the Zerglings and go for a faster Spire, because you're never going to beat his amount of Zerglings. And I don't know if he knows what the build order is right now, but if ArtOfTurtle wants to just slam out a lot of Zerglings, he could have a very dangerous all-in right here.
And I think that's exactly what he's doing. He's just committing to the 2-hat. He's not going for a Lair, he's not mining any gas, he's just saying, okay, I'm going to kill you before the muta happens.
Yeah, he's just going for it, drones off gas. Now this engagement might look bad for him because he's outnumbered, but given that he has so many more Zerglings coming on the way, it's not as bad as you might believe, although it was bad to take that fight. He doesn't
I
have
don't like
speed yet.
WaWa's expansion. WaWa can't hold that expansion ever.
Yeah.
And he doesn't need that expansion to win.
I agree. Maybe he doesn't know what his opponent's up to, actually. That could be it.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense.
Given that he went shouldn't he use the advantage of the faster tech instead of trying to catch up where he's never going to catch up anyway? Now he just has the player sitting around, and there's no way he can afford Sunkens, which you might need here against a 9-hatch, and a Spire. Just no way. We see more purple Zerglings coming in here. I'm afraid for WaWa right now.
I agree. I think that the hatchery was the wrong choice. He should commit to just trying to win with the Spire and have that be his only win condition.
Yeah, doesn't he need like a Sunken against this? Now the Spire is.
He should have just ran in.
I agree. He should have run in. I agree.
However, he's not going to have the lava to make that many meters when the time comes, so it's not going to make a difference. Right now, they're just trading lava, essentially. The links are trading off, but Turtle has more lava to use.
Fire is about to finish, but given that Zerglings have more damage per second than Mutalisks, if there is a base trade, I believe ArtOfTurtle will win that. And drones being pulled out, but it's just desperation. There's only enough minerals to make one Mutalisk right now. He's had to make so many Zerglings.
You see,
again, something we can never...
No, why? He should have just turtled up and just got the mutas there.
Yeah, the expansion was not ever going to work.
Well, let's look back at the start of the game. He sent his Overlord in the wrong direction, or he sent it in the right direction, but that wasn't where our turtle was. Had he sent it in the right direction, he would have seen the 9 hatch. This entire game was, in one way, defined by the fact that Turtle had the information and WaWa didn't. WaWa was making the wrong choices, but he was making the wrong choices due to a lack of information.
However, when he saw the 8 Zerglings, when you yourself go 9 pool, and your enemy has more Zerglings than you have in the middle of the map, that should tell you that he's gonna have more links than you, you know?
Yeah, I absolutely agree he could have worked it out, but it's much easier if you just have an Overlord there.
Yeah, it's simpler, that's true.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for your insightful commentary. Let's get into game 2. ZVZ. WaWa in the top right. ArtOfTurtle bottom left. Should be Fighting Spirit.
Wow, what's up? We got Diggity SC in the chat. That's a blast from the past right there. You could say he's a bit of our ancestor. He used to do this way before we did.
Who's that?
Diggity SC is in the Twitch chat, which is interesting because he commentated, for those who don't know, a long time before we did. He was one of the early adopters.
Kaza and Motrap.
Yeah. And it looks like I have to leave, but I leave the rest of the games in your capable hands. So
thanks for joining us, buddy.
Good night, people.
So this is interesting. We're again seeing ArtOfTurtle scouting towards the nearest natural, which is what you do. But WaWa scouting towards the middle of the map. And that's unusual. I don't know what he's looking for. He must have a reason for doing it, but I don't know what that is.
That's why the safer you are, the more you can save.
Maybe he's just going straight cross.
And from AOT, we're seeing 9 pool speed, and this is not an overpool, this is straight 9 against a 12 pool. So, build order wise, WaWa has the advantage here, but it's not unplayable. It's just a 9 pool speed, it shouldn't do any damage because WaWa's links will be done in time. Especially with cross position.
Well, I was about to say, he's
actually unfortunate.
His Overlord scouting in the direction to actually see the lings headed toward his base. That was a 12 hatch, bro. That wasn't a 12 pool. Wow.
Oh, yeah, I misread it. But even so, with cross positions, I would say that it's unlikely to work. So the question then is going to be, how good is ArtOfTurtle's follow-up? He needs to get that lair out quickly. Because he's only going to have a ling advantage for... I don't know that he does. I mean, WaWa's playing eco. He's going to have a ling advantage pretty... is that going to be a third hatch? Surely not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're saying eco advantage. You can say that again.
Yeah, he can't hold that. He cannot hold that third hatch.
No, and he'll cancel it, and he'll get his Zerglings up, and that'll just buy him a little bit of extra time. He's still not going to be behind.
I don't think that's a fake hatch.
No, but what I'm saying is he's able to cancel it, though. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's buying him time to get his lings up. So even though it's not a fake hatch, as long as he cancels it, okay. I was like, come on, man, please cancel. See, now he's running the drone away. Yeah. And ArtOfTurtle is none the wiser.
His lair's in good time though, which is exactly what.
Now
we want,
he's
because
he's like, oh my god, he went 12 hatch. I've got to do some damage here.
he doesn't need to do damage. I think he needs to keep his lings alive because he can't trade lings because he doesn't have the lava advantage. If he trades lings 1-for-1, then
He's
gonna
not
find
though.
himself without any lings.
He's doing really well here. Look at this.
Yeah,
Oh my
which is what-
gosh.
He's threatening the pool, and then as the lings come to counter, he's getting a concave on them, which is perfect. He's not fighting the lings in the chokes. He's not trading. He's making sure he gets the advantage. But this is just buying time for the lair. I don't believe he's actually expecting to win with the speed lings.
See,
WaWa
WaWa.
with supply block rated.
Yeah, he tries to micro his lings too much, and Zerglings, their attack rating is too fast, and their hit points are too low to actually be super effective. Somebody's got a baby. Hello.
As long as ArtOfTurtle holds his ramp now, he's going to be fine. His spire's halfway done. He doesn't have enough lings, but he doesn't need them. He can trade effectively on the ramp, and then he can pull back to a sunken and use the drones to drill. He should be fine. That was very nice. He's just picking up 3 kills where he can.
You think he jumped the gun on the Sunkens? It's
No.
better to be safe.
No, I think
No.
he's in as good a position as he can be. Oh, okay, so he's gonna try to counter, but I don't know. I think Turtle's done for.
Turtle's mute is about to get in the air. He should be fine. I like these Sunken.
Oh.
I think he's identified his weak condition, and he's just gonna.
Oh, he got the lings off.
Yeah, there weren't too
Wow.
many of them.
Like, Turtle knows what his win condition is. He just needs to not die till the muta get out and then kill the drones. So he doesn't need to have that many drones. He's fine having only 5 drones right now because as long as he doesn't die to the lings, he's won. So I think he's saying it correctly.
I wouldn't say he's won. It's really hard, even when you got mutas like this. It's really hard to, to win. Oh, never mind. He's gonna lose his drones. He's gonna lose too much here. Wow. Never mind. I didn't realize WaWa's drone count was so low.
Well, he had to use 1 for the Evos and 2 for the CC colony.
I mean, he's getting some drone kills here. Look at this.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, he's down 1 drone. One of them's still mining gas. Kill the drones. I don't know. Does it? He's got 0 drones.
This is a fun one.
Blue's got
This is a good
2,
game.
but he's not. Yeah, he's not actually mining minerals with one of them. So it's a
Question
tie
is
game.
there any building that he can bounce the glaives off of?
Where are the mutas at? Are they dead? The expansion? He sacked his mutas, bro.
He did not. Surely he wouldn't sack the mutas.
He sacked his mutas to get those drone kills.
No, they were alive when they left. We saw them. They were fine.
They're dead now.
Our caster clearly
If he
missed
keeps
that,
all
but
his drones alive, he wins. No, he lost one right there. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. He can win this still. Can we fast forward a little bit? Because it's going to be a while before they catch up. I'm just joking. Come on,
not.
bro.
This is kind of funny.
I'm not.
Look, okay, right here. Purple needs to, when you have this low of a drone count, you really got to optimize your mining time. Having that drone on the top mineral is not ideal for him right now. I know that sounds ridiculous to some people, but I mean, when you literally have 2 mining drones. Oh, he got a drone. It's 2 drones to 5, boys.
Okay, yeah, WaWa has this.
I called it. I called it.
Especially with the
I
two
called
hatcheries,
it. You were
he
wrong.
can
I was
recover
right.
harder. Well, I thought there were 2 Mutalisks still alive, because why would they not be alive?
No, well, I mean, I'm not gonna say it was the. Oh, he made 2 Zerglings.
I don't like that.
They're protecting
Well,
the drones.
yeah, I was about to say. I kind of
protect
understand why
what,
he did
though?
it, but he hasn't
No,
sunk.
it,
How much health does
it,
Sunken have? Oh, yeah, no, he should not have made 2 Zerglings.
it,
It's 2 drones to 9 right
there
now.
are, the Zerglings are defending an economy he doesn't have. Once
That's
he's
a
got
good
an
point.
economy, he can invest in defending it. But until he gets one, there's no point in investing in defending the economy that he doesn't have.
It's really bothering me watching Purple's mining drones.
I don't think he knows that WaWa has so many drones.
No, of course not. Let's see, WaWa just needs to sit here and just mass it. There you go. Pump. Oh no, he's making drones. Why are you making drones? Keep making Zerglings, man.
I really don't like him stacking the Mutalisks. I think had he killed the Overlords and then used the Mutalisks to kill Lings, that would have been very effective.
Benefit of hindsight. Or no.
Well, there were only 2 drones alive when the Mutalisks were still alive, the last time we saw them. So, I don't know how there were 2 drones alive after the Mutalisks were stacked to kill the drones.
Oh my gosh, another drone. Okay, there we go. JJ.
All right, going on to game 3. ZZ.
Let me check here. I think I need to adjust a setting on my Discord.
On Eclipse. All out top right. ArtOfTurtle. Bottom left.
Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2. All right, there we go.
They're both going to get the Overlord scout this game, so it's going to come down to build orders and micro. The one thing I'm noticing is that ArtOfTurtle put his drones on the lower crystals first, which are not the closest ones. And that's actually made quite a difference in his timing. He's like 40 minutes behind. This is a pure mirror, and he's still 40 minutes behind constantly, because he's been mining the further away crystals. And that is something that he's just chosen to do. It's completely avoidable. And we're seeing gas before pool, so this is going to be a Lair and Mutalisk opener. As I think ArtOfTurtle did, is that overpool gas? I think that was overpool gas.
I really want to see Hydras against ZVZ again.
I mean, anyone can make Hydra ZBZ. The problem is winning with it. It's easy to go Hydra.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, actually be effective. You know what I'm saying? I did. There was one game watching. I want to say it was Falcon Paladin that casted it. But oh my god, it was an amazing ZVZ game.
Sorry to interrupt you here, but WaWa appears to be sunken rushing himself while ArtOfTurtle is expanding.
What?
This is questionable.
This is why I hate ZVZ. It's so like it's all counter build almost. You know?
But I mean, when you sunken rush yourself, then it's not that the opponent has done a counter build. It's that those are meant to be on the other guy's
Yeah.
fleet, not
I
your
mean,
fleet.
right. I'm not. It's just like, even if he didn't do that, the fact that ArtOfTurtle has 12 pull expansion against a 12 pull fast layer, there's no way that WaWa would be able to win in that situation.
Well, WaWa has the faster gas, which means that if his opponent stays on one base, he would actually be able to outproduce Mutalisks, which is why he's done this. He's gone for a 2-hat build, but this is the safe version of the 2-hat build, where you get additional gas and stay on one base. The issue is that he's playing against ArtOfTurtle, who is just on 2 bases. So having a little bit of extra gas on one base isn't going to get him a gas lead, because it's not going to get him more gas than just having 2 gas. And now we're seeing a second Sunken. He's assuming that he's up against 2-hat Ling all in, and that's not the situation. He's up against 2-hat, 2 base, Spire.
See, that's another thing about this map too, is because the ramp is smaller at the top right position, or at least in a sense it seems smaller. You almost want to turtle up and do the one base like he's doing, but it's not really the case.
No, he's completely misread this. He's behind on workers. His Spire isn't noticeably any faster, and although right now he has 200 more gas, Turtle's just going to take his natural. He's just going to take his natural tractor, and the gas difference isn't going to make any difference at all. It's just not the right build. Although if ArtOfTurtle doesn't take his gas soon, I'm going to be unhappy. He's building 6 lings. Don't build lings. Why is AOT building lings? He's 2 bases against 1, and his opponent is camping.
I don't know.
No, this is not the play. Take your second gas and make a bunch of skirt. There we go, second gas. Okay. Like, he doesn't actually need extra mineral income. He's 2 gas against 1 gas. He just needs to make Muta Scourge and trade them, because he can trade those forever and come out ahead. If you have 2 gases against 1 gas, you can Scourge become very cost effective. He's still making lings. I hate it.
Wow.
I think he's gonna attack soon, huh?
But there's nothing to attack. He's got more bases. And his drones aren't on gas. This is tilting me. Very sad.
It's 5 mutas on the way.
2 mutas, 3 Scourge. See, this is okay. He can do 2 mutas and 3 Scourge as long as he keeps making Scourge.
Yeah.
Because he's got the gas income to make this work. That you can't sustain 2-hat Mutalist production off of 1 gas. So WaWa's coming in with a bit of a bank, but eventually that bank's going to be used up. Whereas ArtOfTurtle doesn't have as much stuff, but he's got better income. I would actually be okay with 2 of those guys taking out an Overlord, honestly. I think killing an Overlord early on to mess with their timing is actually quite worth it. He's got all these lings, and he's just learning right now that the lings aren't actually going to do any damage at all. Oh, he's taken out an Overlord. I don't know if that was intentional or not. I think that might have just been Scourge running into it, but...
That's honestly, against a 1 base Zerg like this, taking out Overlords is not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, I agree. He's got the gas that he can afford to use Scourge for that purpose. He's about to have some Mutalist off his base, though. Yeah, this is not what he wants. And he is so out of position. And it's weird that he's so out of position when he has this many lings. Like, he's got all these lings that he can't use for anything else, and they're not spread out over the map. You'd think that he would spread them out for vision, because what else can he do with them?
Mutas are going to run into each other, maybe. Yep, there they are.
Where would the Scourge go?
They ran into each other. He ran his mutas into a Scourge. I think he wasted a couple, though. Oh, and he might get the Spire here. No, never mind. He's got some AFK lings in the base still. There you go.
However, the supply is kind of even, and he's got the 2 gas. This is still playable. It's not what he wanted to do, but it's not not impossible. You just look at this though and think, had he not made all those links, this would have been over so easily.
Should be +1 armor, both of them.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. This isn't looking good for yellow.
Yellow has a timing here because he's had 2 gas for much longer. He should have the better army. He's floating 500 gas though, which is good. Like, what is he making right now? Okay, he just spent all 500 gas. If he attacks like right this second, or right as those eggs pop, I think he can take it.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like WaWa might be wanting to initiate. Now he needs to spread these Scourge though. That's something he hasn't done so far.
Yeah, we're seeing a 7 supply difference. And oh no, man,
Oh, here we go. Oh man, ArtOfTurtle waxed him right there. Hard. Hard. 2 mutas
Yeah,
left.
and I like that he's just going straight for the counter because he knows that there aren't enough mutas to micro against the Scourge. He can just take care of this with the units he has coming out of the lava right now.
Should use his Zerg wings too. Oh well.
Yeah.
And that's your GG. ArtOfTurtle takes 2-1.
I think the Lings were a very bad choice by ArtOfTurtle, but I also think the build order by WaWa was trying to blind counter a build that just wasn't what ArtOfTurtle was doing. He was trying to defeat a 1-base Ling build, and ArtOfTurtle was going 2-base left. It wasn't an effective build in that situation, and there's no reason for him to think it would have been. Okay then, Polypoid and cross spots. And it looks like WaWa is starting cross. Well, WaWa's not going to cross, so they're both going to the nearest natural, so they're both going to scout the other at roughly the same time on their second scout.
Alright, looks like ArtOfTurtle is going for the 9 pool opening again. I think he did that in game 1.
Game 1 was 9 hat by ArtOfTurtle. Game 2 was 9 full speed. So that's the game 3 fighting spirit. So we've had no game 3 fighting spirit.
And WaWa, man, going for the 11 hatch, 10 pull expansion. Now, he can get lucky. let's just see where he sends his first Zerglings to, and that'll kind of determine whether or not WaWa can survive.
Cross position is going to be forgiving for him too. So what I think ArtOfTurtle's thinking here is that because his Overlord hasn't seen a natural, and because he hasn't seen an Overlord from the top right at his natural, logically, cross positions is the best choice. Either that or he's just guessing, but I think that you would assume that the Overlord, if it existed, would be natural by this point, so you would have seen it if his opponent was top right.
Oof.
I would quite like him to surround that egg, because if you surround the egg, then you can make it so the lings... There we go. So the lings just die as they pop out.
Oh,
The miss might go there. That was...
yeah.
He should have won that, and that was just not ideal.
You see, Turtle's going for the fast layer. It's about his only option at this point if he wants to hold this win. But that Sunken's gonna pop, and yeah, he's fine now.
Yeah, he shouldn't have even been there when the Sunken was finishing, because right now Link's a precious resource. He's behind 1 hatch to 2. But he's got the fast protect, so he needs to be preparing to trade. He can't be throwing those away.
WaWa stuck on Overlord again.
If I'm not mistaken, I think WaWa is not going lair. So WaWa is just committing to a... Why didn't he get creep? Yeah, sorry, he did it as the lair. Sorry, I missed that. I saw lair wasn't building, but I thought it didn't exist rather than had to finish. I don't like the creep colony. Or the drones. I don't know what he's trying to achieve here. He's setting
I don't
up
know why
to hold
he's Sunken.
Yeah, he's setting up to try and hold a mass ling here, and he knows his opponent's on 1 base, so you think, well, mass lings from where? Which mass lings do you think are about to
Well,
attack?
he's got a bunch of Zerglings though. Check out how many Zerglings he's got outside his base. I mean, he has an even amount, but
Oh, I'm not a fan of that.
no, Turtle. The only reason Turtle would have done that is to free up some supply. But I don't agree with him doing it.
Yeah, and his Mutalists aren't going to get there in time. WaWa's going to be able to make Mutalists to hold this.
Well,
Then he's going to take his gaps.
pumping drones though. He just made 3 eggs. Did he cancel them? Check out WaWa's expansion, please. His hatchery. Maybe they already popped, I guess.
Eight drones to 15. Taking an expansion here is not the right play. There's no way he can catch up from this. He has to try and end it with the Mutalist, but he can't. And I'm saying on the one hand I disagree with his decision taking expansion. On the other hand, I'm saying, but not taking expansion also won't work. So I guess I don't hate it so much, but you can't recover this kind of economic deficit. Oh, he's got 2 overlords in there. That's painful. Is WaWa just not making any use? Yeah, WaWa just made some Scourge and then went back to making drones and then... Okay, there they are. I don't like that at all. That was never going to work.
No.
He's trying things, but the things he's trying are just... they're hopeless.
His
He's going to be...
mutant SpongeBob by the way, like, shit, that's where my skirt should be.
Losing both those overlords to supply blocked him forever. He could have preempted or replaced them as well. It's bad that he didn't. because he knew those overlords were going to die.
Oh, he's losing another one too. Bam. Does Purple have a sunk in his base? I don't think so.
No, he's
No,
never
he
had
doesn't have
strength for that.
anything to hold against these
Yep.
lings. Oh man. Yeah, and that's your GG. Still 2-2.
Yeah, that micro mistake at the start with the Lings was painful. He had speed mostly finished, and he had a good arc. He should have been able to get a good trade on the first Lings, and then exploit speed for the second. But after he wasted his first Lings, he was playing at a big deficit, and he couldn't come up with an idea after that. He was trying to do Ling bust and also to do fast Mutalisks, and too much of everything, not enough of any one thing, I think.
All right, so here's the tiebreaker.
Is this circuit breakers or Eclipse? No, it's not Eclipse. So benzene. This is benzene. I know what's going on. I've seen this map before once or twice.
I was gonna say circuit breakers. Totally wrong.
Okay, so this is actually a very long map by ground, which means that you end up with some very weird builds. Logically, you shouldn't really do anything but 12 hat 11 pool, which means that 5 pool is kind of rational, but I'm expecting to see both players go for 12 hat 11 pool here, just because of the size of the map. This is the one where we saw Flash try to do 3 hats before pool on ZVZ, which is unusual, but it did make sense. But no, we're going to see an overpull from ArtOfTurtle. I don't like that at all. And from WaWa, we're going to see him do a early gas, so he's just going to do a 2 hat in base play again, I think. I do not like that overpull. I think WaWa's build is much better. He's gonna, if it turns into a 1 base versus 1 base situation, he's always gonna have the gas advantage. He's fine to play defensively. He can, on a map this size, playing defensively is really easy. So as long as he gets his production up and takes a second, I think it's WaWa's game to lose, but he could lose it. He's always going to be up drone. I'm assuming he's going to make a hatchery pretty soon. Yep, there goes the drone for the hatchery. Okay, why are we doing a natural hatchery and the early gas in main? That's confusing me. Because the early gas in main is a specific thing that you do to try and get an extra like 2 Mutalisks out on a 1 base build. If you're going to go 2 base, you don't need it. You just go 2 base.
Do what now?
He's doing a 1 base build, which is taking early gas to get an extra Mutalisk out, but then he's immediately putting his second hatchery at the natural. So this is this build's a bit disorganized in my opinion.
It doesn't of both worlds, Pork.
It works, but not if he leaves three on his gas. Like you need to put 2 on gas.
Well, the whole point of taking the gas in your main early is to so you don't need your natural gas to have more Mutalisks with them than the opponent.
Yeah, yeah, okay. I see what you're saying now. I didn't realize how early he took it, but I mean, he's got almost 400 gas, and he can't even layer yet. Yeah.
Exactly. His plan is to bank that gas, go lair, and then have more Mutalisks than you'd expect on 1 base. And then he just took a second hatchery at the natural while doing it. So now he's got all this gas that doesn't do anything for him, and not enough lings. This build doesn't make sense.
He needs to pull 1 off gas, at least 1.
Yeah, he needs to realize the plan doesn't work. He had a plan, and that plan is no longer valid. He needs to change. And he realized he's up against 2 hat length. And although it's a huge map, there's only so long that he can He can play this with a deficit.
Purple's making a third hatch. He's just all in lings. This is where you pull your drones off of gas. You just stop mining gas and you just sunk in, make an evo chamber to block, whatever you gotta do.
Well, Purple doesn't have Ling Mike though. Purple runs them in, and most of the Lings are stuck behind other.
Yeah,
ones
but it
that
only
really
takes one bad defend attack from WaWa to lose. He's against 3 hatch Ling right now. And he's got almost 500 gas.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, he's done it. I don't like the mass Ling decision on this map either. Benzene is not the map on which I would try and bust them with mass ground units early on.
Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. He's way out of position here. Oof. He got lucky. That third hatch is...
ArtOfTurtle's making nothing but drones. AOT's on 16 drones right now. This is no longer a Ling bust. This is going to be Evo Chamber.
No, I think he's going to go Ling bust. He just wanted a little bit of economy just to maybe hold off some mutas or something.
If you're trying to get a Ling bust done before the mutas are out, you do not make a round of drones. This is not a Ling bust anymore.
He's still making lings though. I don't know.
And we're trying to make sense of these builds, but these are VRAC players, so maybe there is nothing that we can find in the build.
Yes!
Okay, Hydra's Den.
Hydra Let's go, ArtOfTurtle!
I think that's a
still
defensive
need
Hydra's
spores
Den.
though. You still have to have a spore or 2 against mutas. That's the thing. You cannot just straight Hydras and not add spores.
I mean, we'll see what he does. I want to believe that he can do this.
Oh my. I don't know. This is going to be bad for Turtle though, because the link count's about even. No,
yeah, but
you know
19
what?
drones.
No, WaWa has more lings than Turtle does right now. Oh, that's a good surround,
That's a good
though.
concave, yeah. That's a very good concave.
That was really
WaWa
good.
tried to correct it, but it didn't.
See, if you looked at the supply count, this is where you get back. There you go. Okay, just hold on to those links. If you look at the supply count, they were almost even, but Turtle had way more drones, so that meant for every 1 supply there was 2 more Zerglings. He had like 10 more Zerglings at least, but he still won that fight because of a bad surround from his opponent.
Why is he giving away 2 overlords again? I don't get it. The same thing happened last. These overlords aren't for scouting because they're next to each other. I don't get it. Also, the drone count is equalized because I think ArtOfTurtle was placing spores, which is odd given his Hydralist build.
Does he make... What is that middle in the building? I don't know what that is. Do you see on the thing? On the building structures thing?
It's the
What's that in the
Hydralist
middle?
den. They're both going Hydras.
They're both going Hydras?
WaWa was going Hydralist a second ago.
Oh my gosh. What?
We should have more B-Rank show matches. This is great. I'm a fan of this. And ArtOfTurtle lost his drone lead because he went for making a bunch of extra buildings, and then WaWa said, okay, that's fine, I'm going to make an extra sunken and Hydra den myself. These guys are just they're being very polite about this drone situation. Turtle's banked 500 gas. That was a very quick Hydra den, and he's made 0 Hydra, which I think
well, he wanted to get
lower number.
He wanted to get the upgrades forward. He wanted to get he's getting the +1, and he knew he had to spore before he started his Hydras. If they don't have speed or range, you're not going to defend mutas. You know,
he has had the Hydra den for like 2 hours at this point. He could have had his
2 hours in an 8-minute game, bro.
Yeah. It's that was not hyperbolic. That was definitely 2 hours.
We should see some lurkers from WaWa.
Yeah, I saw that lurker tech.
I don't know about this. Although I guess hold lurkers could be pretty hilarious. I don't know if I'd do this in game 5 or best of 5. I also wonder why there's nothing behind that natural mineral line, because this is always going to happen, and he's not even trying to stop it happening.
Right, yeah. That's especially on this map, man. That's tough.
Yeah, the second spot on it just shouldn't be where it is. It should be below the crystal on the bottom.
That's going to cause some mining problems, right?
Oh yeah.
No, if it's below the crystal. He could have been fine. He's just choosing not to be fine.
If he puts it just a little bit to the right on the bottom, to where only half of it's in front of between the minerals and the hatchery, and you put an overlord there, there's no way the mutas can get on that back row and harass. They have to harass the top right. Oh, and lurker's out.
Yeah, but he's given the lurker secret away. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't expect ArtOfTurtle to make Map Hydra and run them into lurkers. I would expect him
He's
to.
going to. He's getting that layer, son.
Yeah, he's getting it left for Overlord Beast.
This is very important. This is very important for Zerg players to understand. If you go Hydras, you have to have a little bit of link support. Unless you have a couple lurkers, you cannot make only Hydras. It is so bad against Mutaling. You have to have Zerglings yourself to buffer against his Zerglings. So your Hydras can sit in the back row.
Let's see how it goes. Are there any lurkers at the top left? Because he's going up to top left to try and cap that expansion. And there's one lurker.
It doesn't matter. One lurker's going to stop it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was asking if there were any lurkers, because if there was any, then it would have been...
Oh, yeah. My bad. I thought you meant from purple.
He's added a third spore colony that doesn't actually cover where he wants to cover.
Is he just going to run it anyways?
Well, it's just one lurker.
What a man.
Yeah, but when the rest of the force comes in, fights with the...
There is no rest of the force. This is so manly. I love it.
There you go. Okay, so he'll clean this up. The lurker goes down.
Yeah. And Turtle has 3 hatcheries, but I believe WaWa only has 2, which is giving
he didn't
spending his money. WaWa's struggling to spend his money. He's got way too much income, no third hatchery. So even though they're even on income, in as Zerg, you actually have 3 resources. You have minerals, gas, and you have lava. You need to manage your lava income. You need to spend them appropriately. He doesn't have enough lava income to support his economy right now. So he's just banking 800. It is somewhat surprising that the Hydralisk with no detection managed to kill a lurker and then kill the base. That isn't what I anticipated happening right there, but I'm good for him. He believes in himself, and clearly he was right to. Double Evo. Nice. I think we're going to see Carapace and range attack. I think both are going to commit to the Hydra game.
Is a mineral only expansion kind of worthless in a ZVZ?
Not if you're going Hydras. This is uncharted territory. Normally, yeah, the minerals don't do anything for you because it's all about the Mutalisk. But I mean, yeah, he's got getting range attack and what's the other one? The other one, Carapace. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a Hydra game. I love it. I would quite like him to have his drones 1 per crystal in his name. 2 more hatcheries as well, because he realized he was 800 and had to spend his money. How far is our Overlord speed from being done?
Looks like Turtle's got it.
It's done. Yeah, Turtle's got it.
Great. Okay, then he can bust this mineral only. Because, and he has to, I think, quite soon. WaWa's army was too small because he didn't have enough unit production, which has given Turtle a pretty huge unit lead, but he does actually need to attack, or he'll just let WaWa recover.
I'm not sure where Blue's units are.
But that's the thing, he doesn't have any, because he didn't have enough hatcheries.
I mean, he's got some, but he isn't even close to what Turtle has, though.
when I say he doesn't have any, I mean he doesn't have many. He does have
Yeah.
some, but
I mean, he's only got less than 30 supply of units, and Turtle's got about 50. Oh, look at this army, man. That's
yeah,
a big army.
I like this timing. The upgrades for WaWa aren't going to be done. The hatcheries for WaWa are only just kicking in. Although WaWa just added another hatchery, so we're looking at what, 5 hatcheries for him now?
Yeah, this is gonna be GG.
Yeah. Yeah, the hatchery just came
What's
too
the
late.
upgrades at for the Hydras for both players?
1-0 versus 0-0.
And then Blue's about to hit 1-0.
Blue's about to hit 1-1, but it's going to be too late.
Oh yeah, 1-1. Okay.
This could be a luck miracle. It's not impossible. Okay, it's not really a luck miracle.
And it looks like Turtle takes this series 3-2.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He just
Thank
missed so
you
many
so much,
hatcheries.
you guys. Thank you for the Hydra play. That's awesome. I love it. I'm
It's
so
really
sick of seeing
unfortunate.
only mutas every game. But now, whenever WaWa saw that Turtle was going Hydras like that, he should have stuck with his mutas and just kind of harassed the mineral lines and countered. You know.
Yeah,
stuff
WaWa
like
was in a
that.
great position, but I don't like his build there.
All right, so we got an open cast invite. Anybody wants to join? Hop in.